My child, do not disregard this message. I am knocking on the door of your heart with urgency, with a plea you cannot ignore. I have seen what no one else has seen, and I have heard the thoughts you are too afraid to speak. This is your final call before everything you've been avoiding begins to overwhelm you. I need you to listen now, because this time truly matters. This is not just another message, not just a passing word to inspire you for a moment. It is an urgent summons from my heavenly throne, a cry from a father who loves his child deeply and does not want you to continue wandering aimlessly, without purpose. There is something you need to understand. Your heart has carried a burden for so long, weighed down by loneliness, uncertainty, and the constant battle to stay strong when everything around you seems to be crumbling. I have seen your tears in the quiet of the night when no one else was there. I have felt your pain when words failed to express what your soul could not bear. Even when you thought I was far from you, I was closer than you realize. Every tear you shed, every silent cry, every prayer, even the ones you thought went unheard, have all reached me. You are not alone. You never were. This message is my way of telling you that the time has arrived for you to speak. Don't turn away from this moment. Don't close your heart as you've done before, because this could be the last time my voice calls to you with such clarity. Time is slipping away. The signs are all around you, and my spirit is moving across the earth, wakening those who are still willing to listen. I have chosen you for something far greater than your own plans or dreams. It's not just about you. It's about many who will rely on your obedience, on your willingness to say yes. But for any of this to unfold, you must stop right now and give your attention to me. Listen, for you are surrounded by voices, but my voice is the one that calls you to greater things. The world is loud, social media distracts, anxiety overwhelms, and many wander without hope, having silenced the voice of my spirit. Yet, you can still hear me. You can still feel that stirring deep within, telling you this is for me. That is the sign that I am here with you. My love for you has not run dry, and my patience has not ended. But I am calling with urgency because things are shifting in the spiritual realm. Doors are closing, and others will only open if you take the right step forward. Do not dismiss this call. Do not brush it off as just another message. Stay here, listen carefully, and let my words guide you. What I am about to reveal is the map to the purpose you've been searching for, the treasure your soul has been longing to discover. I do not play with your time or emotions. I am the I Am, the one who forms life in the womb, the one who counts every hair on your head, the one who knows your thoughts before they even cross your mind. And today, with the voice of a father, I say to you, speak with me, open your heart to me. This is urgent. The time has come. The restoration you seek for your home is nearer than you realize. The person you cherish, yet feel so distant from, the one for whom you've wept in secret, the one you see as hardened or lost, will still become a living testimony of my presence. I, the Lord, have not abandoned them, even when you feel lost for words, even when your strength to speak has faded. My spirit has never stopped working within them. I am moving deeply in their heart, in the unseen places, in what your eyes cannot yet perceive. Do not give up now. Do not retreat into silence that only brings more pain. Keep trusting, for I am at work, and what you cannot see now, you will witness in time. Listen to my words, for I am working in the unseen. I am shifting the pieces needed to bring peace where there is turmoil, healing where there is pain, and forgiveness where there is offense. That rebellious child who has caused you so much worry, the one who roams the streets and walks in paths unknown to you, the one who returns with harsh words or not at all, I see them. I know them. Even when they are far from home, surrounded by the very influences you fear, and when you feel the only option is to shout or give up. Remember this: it will not be through your strength or through raising your voice, but by my Holy Spirit. Their heart will be touched, and they will come back to me. My love will overwhelm them, transforming them as a mighty river does to dry land. And the promise I made to their descendants, yes, the promise you have read in my word and carried in your heart will come to pass. I do not lie. I do not fail. I know the road has been tough. You've carried the weight of unexpected news, diagnoses that came like a storm, shaking your peace. You've looked at your situation and wondered, how will we get through this? How will we keep moving forward? But here is the truth. You are not alone in this battle. I am with you. I am your protector, your provider, your healer, the one who promised you victory, and I will not let you be put to shame. As you read these words, I am renewing your strength. I am breathing life into this situation. Trust in me and believe even when you cannot see the way forward. And if doubts remain, if your heart grows weak, ask yourself honestly, is there anything too difficult for me? The Creator of the heavens and the earth, the one who holds all things in his hands, could he not heal disease, restore a family, or protect your loved ones? Could I, the one who parted the Red Sea and raised the dead, not be enough for what you face today? It is time to rise. It is time to believe again. And it is time to cry out with hope, not despair. Listen closely, for someone very near to you is waiting for this word. It could be your brother, your friend, your spouse, your parents, or even someone you have yet to meet, but whom I have placed in your life for this very moment. Do not hold this message to yourself. This word is the breath of hope they are longing for. Share it. There is someone on the brink of giving up, and you will be the vessel through which my voice reaches them. There are times when the soul silently cries out, when words fail, and strength seems to vanish. In those dark moments, when the body is there but the heart feels distant, I am present. Even when you feel as if you cannot sense me or hear my voice, I have never left you. Every tear you've shed has been gathered by me as a testimony of your endurance. There are prayers you never spoke, but that your spirit cried out louder than words ever could. I heard them. I answered them in my time, not yours. And today, I am aligning everything that seemed out of place. Some battles were never meant to be fought with swords or human plans. These battles are won in the quiet, in the secret place, when you seek me in solitude, when you rise in the early hours with your soul trembling, when you knock on the door of faith unsure if it will open. I have seen those moments. I saw when you chose to trust, even without visible assurances. That did not go unnoticed. I have written it down in my book. I celebrated it in the heavens, for no act of faith goes without eternal reward. Nothing you did out of obedience and love will be in vain. I am sending answers. I am moving hearts. I am releasing what was held back. The burden you've carried has been heavy. I understand. You've walked long roads, feeling misunderstood, judged, or even betrayed by those you love deeply. But listen closely, it's not about the depth of the hurt you've endured, but about what I will do with that pain. I am turning every wound into a source of healing. Tomorrow will become the testimony that brings others to tears, filled with hope. You are not broken without purpose. You are being shaped. You are not in ruins. You are in the process of reconstruction. I have seen you in moments when no one else did, when you could have responded with anger but chose silence, when you had the option to give up but chose to pray, when you wanted to drop the burdens you've been carrying but, out of love, you kept going. I honor each of those moments. Those who love even when they are unloved are not weak. They are powerful. And in that strength, which doesn't come from you but from me. You are being prepared to carry a greater glory. Here are those you've interceded for, voices that have spoken against you, whispers that sought to destroy your reputation. Fear no more. I am shutting those mouths, silencing the accusers, and revealing all that have been hidden. You do not need to defend yourself, for I am your defender. I am the one who will bring the truth to light. The justice you seek will not come from human hands, but from mine, and when I restore completely. I do not patch things up. I make all things new. Today, I am opening paths where none existed before. Though your feet may have stumbled at times, my hand has always been there to lift you. The desert you walked through was not meant to destroy you, but to remove the unnecessary distractions and teach you to hear my voice clearly, without interference. There, you learned that your strength does not come from applause, recognition, or the assurances of this world. You learned that I am enough, and that understanding will bring you freedom like never before. It is not too late to begin anew, even if the years have passed and opportunities seemed lost. I bring new opportunities. What was taken from you, what you lost, what you thought could never be regained, I can restore. But I will not restore it the same way. I will not bring back the old. I will create something better, because where you saw loss, I see room for something new. Where you saw destruction, I see the foundations for something greater, and where you saw an ending, I am writing the beginning of a new chapter, one you never could have imagined. Do not let what you see shape what you believe. My word remains unchanging, and my promises are not voided by your circumstances. I am fulfilling every promise, even if you do not see it yet. Soon, you will witness it, and when you do, you will realize that it was never by your strength or wisdom, but by my grace, my faithfulness, and my eternal love. Even before your first breath filled your lungs, I had already ordained a purpose for you that is not dependent on the world's opinions or what you have believed about yourself. I did not come to remind you of your failures or to point out the times you hesitated because of fear or insecurity. I have come to show you that, even in those moments of doubt, when nothing made sense, you were still within my divine plan. The mistakes you made were never stronger than my will. I do not choose you because of your perfection, but because of your availability, your willingness to listen and obey me. Allow yourself to be led, even if your steps have been unsure at times. I see beyond what you can see, and amidst everything you have gone through, I am creating something eternal. You've been waiting for answers that haven't come as you imagined, and that's because some questions I answer not with words, but through processes. I have guided you through paths that seem unclear at first. I closed doors just when you thought they would open. I allowed certain supports to vanish, not because I wanted you to be unprotected, but because I wanted you to discover who I am without relying on anything or anyone else. It's in the emptiness that the true source is revealed, and when there's nothing left to hold onto, my hand becomes unmistakably evident. That is my faithfulness. It does not change with the seasons. It does not rely on your moods. It remains constant. Now, you are being prepared not for an ordinary life, but for a special mission. Not everyone will understand what I'm showing you, and not everyone will grasp the fire I've ignited within you. Some may walk away, and though that may cause pain, it's also part of the plan. I have not called you to please everyone, but to obey me. There will be paths you must walk alone, but know this, you will never be abandoned. What I am shaping within you will radiate with brilliance when the time is right, but it will not be for your own glory. It will be so others can see in you the reflection of what only I can create in a life surrendered to me. You may feel that at times you give without receiving, that you sow and yet see no harvest, but know this, in my kingdom, every seed you have sown in obedience, generosity, and silent service is growing not by human understanding, but by divine rhythm. The harvest will come exactly when it is meant to. It will not be early or late. It will come at the perfect moment, because my timing is not rushed by impatience nor delayed by doubt. My eternal clock determines the pace of everything I am developing, and when it comes to fruition, no one will be able to stop it. This is a season of deep preparation, but not for trivial matters. This is preparation for greater challenges. What is ahead will require maturity, clarity, and steadfast faith. This is why I have been removing things that no longer serve you, cutting ties that held you back, and taking away burdens that were heavy but unnecessary. Not everything you lost was truly a loss. Many of those things were liberations, and although it may have caused pain in the moment, now you will move with greater ease. I need your hands free. I need your heart unburdened. I am bringing people into your life that you do not yet know, people who have a role in the work I am preparing for you. Divine connections, holy alliances, men and women who have been processed in secret and will walk with you in the public eye. Some will bring wisdom, others will bring resources, and some will simply stand by you, helping hold you up when you are weary. None of these connections will come without my approval. You will learn to discern what is from me and what is not. You will no longer be moved by emotions but by discernment, and you will speak not from a place of need, but from a place of deep understanding. From the authority I am placing in you, this moment is not just another step forward. It is a significant transition, a spiritual turning point. You are moving from a place of desperate cries to a place of fulfillment, from passive waiting to active, prophetic fulfillment. When I speak, it is not in vain. What I have promised you will not remain suspended in the air but will come to fruition. I am aligning everything needed for you to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. Even if everything around you appears unchanged, deep inside, transformation is already happening, and these changes will shape your life forever. In the quiet of your inner thoughts, where you cannot even fully express what you feel, I am at work. No confusion is beyond my clarity, and no shadow remains untouched by my light. You've walked through seasons where everything seemed unclear, where the future was obscured behind a veil of uncertainty, but you are not walking in blindness, even if it may have felt that way. Every step you've taken, even the hesitant ones, has been guided by my hand. When you doubted, I did not withdraw. When you grew weary, I stayed by your side. I have been with you in every moment, even when you felt unworthy of my presence, because I don't love you based on your actions, but because of who you are. There have been voices trying to define you, voices that labeled you based on your past mistakes or the perceived lack of progress. But those voices do not hold the authority you have granted them. I am dismantling the lies you've believed. You will no longer carry the weight of believing you are not enough. You will no longer walk with your head bowed, doubting your worth. I am lifting your face, restoring your self-image, not to inflate your pride, but to return to you the truth. You were created with intention, deeply loved, and designed to reflect my glory. In what you might consider to be ordinary or routine, I am quietly placing the keys to the new direction I am guiding you toward. Not everything that makes a loud noise is from me. Often, the most sacred things appear in the simplicity of daily life. An unexpected conversation, a word spoken at just the right time, a door opening when you weren't even looking for it. I am present in the details. I reveal myself in the small things before I show up in the larger ones. Do not overlook the quiet starts. Do not ignore the subtle signs, for there I am, whispering guidance, lining your spirit with what is to come. There are things I have been restoring within you, processes that no one else can see, changes that only you and I are aware of. You no longer respond the way you once did, and though you may not have fully realized it, Your soul has become more attuned to my movement. You are learning to release what you cannot control, to surrender to me what you cannot solve. This is spiritual maturity. It's not about knowing more, but about trusting more, and that trust is growing. You are putting down roots that will support the work I am about to do in your life. Your external circumstances may not yet reflect the internal transformation, but change is coming. The environment around you will start to respond to what I have been sowing in your heart. Relationships that have become strained, situations that feel like constant struggles, will be touched by my peace, not because you've conquered them, but because I dwell within you. My presence not only transforms what you touch, but also who you are, and from that renewed version of yourself, everything else will begin to be impacted. I know you've been seeking confirmation. Deep inside, you want to know if you're on the right path, if your efforts are being noticed, if your time is being well spent. And here is your answer: nothing done in my name is in vain. No prayer goes unanswered. No act of obedience is without its reward. You may not see the results yet, but heaven has already taken note. The angels have moved in response to your cries. The unseen battles you fought have not been ignored. I have fought for you when you were too weak to fight on your own. You are being shaped to give life, to become a voice that doesn't just echo the words of others but speaks directly from my presence. What you are going through right now is not solely for your benefit, it is for many. I am creating in you a well, and when others come thirsting, they will drink from the testimony I am building in your journey. Do not stop because of what you do not yet understand. Trust in what you already know about me, because in what I am about to reveal, your understanding will be far surpassed by my revelation. Every life has moments where it's not about moving forward or backward, but about staying in place. And that is what I am doing with you right now. I am teaching you the power of remaining, not running driven by emotion, nor stopping because of fear. There is great strength in learning how to stay under my shadow, to wait without impatience, and to trust without sight. While you may feel like you're on hold, I am actually activating the most crucial movements of your destiny. Do not rush the process. The eternal is not built in a hurry. It is established with deep roots and solid foundations, and I am digging deep within you, far beyond what anyone else can see. You may wonder why things take so long, why others seem to be advancing while you wait. It is because what I am forming in you is not a fleeting emotional response or a passing enthusiasm. I am constructing a temple, a spiritual dwelling place where my glory can reside without interruption. I do not want to simply visit you. I want to make my home in you. The pressure you felt is not a sign of failure, it is proof that you are being molded to carry what others cannot. I do not place unnecessary burdens on my chosen ones. Every challenge you faced has been part of the preparation. It has taught you resilience. It has sharpened your ability to discern what is true and what is superficial. You have learned to see beyond the surface into the spiritual realities beneath. You no longer believe everything that glitters, because you now understand that not all light comes from me. You are growing in maturity, and this will enable you to guide others with both compassion and authority. Do not focus on what is lacking. Do not measure your future by what you currently hold, because I am not preparing you to simply manage what you have now. I am preparing you to handle things you cannot yet even imagine. I am about to entrust you with responsibilities that will require more than just talent. They will demand character, not just passion. What lies ahead will be remarkable, but it will never surpass the greatness of my presence within you. And as long as you stay close to me, everything I give you will be safeguarded.